Hello everyone, welcome to Jigyasa. I am Devashmita. So today in this video we just discuss about the five kingdom classification system. In the previous video we have already known about that the Eckler system of classification, which and according to Eckler he just divided into or classified the kingdom plenty into two sub kingdom, that is the cryptogamy and the phenerogamy. We have already discussed about that, and in this video we just discuss about or to know about the different class the five different kingdom of Whitaker. So let's start the five kingdom classification of Whitaker, R.H. Whitaker. So, according to R.H. Whitaker, in 1969, he proposed a new five kingdom classification of the organism on the basis of, he just to classify all the organisms, all the living organisms into the five kingdom classification on the basis of the complexity of the body structure. Just give me 1 second. Um, on the complexity of body structure, then complexity of the cell structure, then source and mode of nutrition, and the last one is the lifestyle pattern, that is the producer, consumer, and the decomposition. According to this, on the basis of various on the basis of the complexity of body structure, like wise in the nature, all the living organisms are different in structure, either in its body structure, likewise maximum on the some of them are unicellular, some of are multicellular. You just know about those some smallest organisms in the nature, and the some largest organism in the nature. According to their body size, according to their body structure, then uh, they are unicellular or multicellular. Then come to the complexity of the cell structure. It is on the basis of the complexity of cell structure, it may be either prokaryotic or it may be eukaryotic. Prokaryotic, it means ki lower members or not to develop, not well developed nucleus in case of the prokaryotes, but in case of the eukaryotes there are developed nucleus are found. So then comes to the source and mode of nutrition, either it may be autotrophic or heterotrophic and all those things. Then comes to the lifestyle pattern, that is the producer, consumer, and the decomposer. Producer, it means the plants or the green plants are because they are known as a producer because they can produce their own food, they can prepare their own food in the process of the photosynthesis process. So these are known as the producer. Then the consumer means which organism intake the plants as a food. So these are known as the consumer, and decomposer, which are those organisms which destroy or decompose all those things. So five different kinds of five kingdom of Whitaker, that are, first one is the Monera. Monera. The first one is the Monera, then Protista, then fungi, then plantae and animalia. On the basis of their structure, composition, body structure, all he just divided into five kingdoms. So the characteristic of we just call which type of organism we just under in the kingdom of the Monera. So let's see the what are the character of the Monera. So, in the kingdom of Monera, or this is the kingdom of prokaryotic organism. Basically, in the Monera kingdom, we just consider the prokaryotic organisms, and the members of this kingdom can be distinguished by the following characters. So, these are some characters we just consider the prokaryotic organism as the Monera kingdom. So, the Moneran cell is microscopic and doesn't possess a well-defined nucleus. I just already told about the prokaryotic organisms have not well-defined nucleus. That's why we just consider them as the prokaryotic. So, in case of the Monera, and the Moneran cells are microscopic because they are very teeny or very small in structure or nature. That's why these are the microscopic and does not possess well defined nucleus. Then DNA is naked in case of the prokaryotic. or in the Monerian organism, the DNA is naked. They are not associated with the histone proteins because they are not well developed. So vacuoles are absent in the cytoplasm. Then no cyclosis movement of the cytoplasm. Then these organisms are lacking Golgi bodies, some endoplasmic reticulum, mitochondria, and all these things. But ribosomes are present because of the main characteristic of the ribosomes are the protein synthesis. And here is the 9+2 pattern of the flagellum structure is absent, but flagellum is generally single stranded and made up of the flagellin protein. And in case of the bacteria, there are found in the flagellin protein in the flagella. But here is the 9+2 pattern of the flagellum structure is absent. These are heterophilic, phototropic, and chemotrophic in their mode of the nutrition. So Monerian organisms, their mode of nutrition, it may be like the heterotrophic, phototrophic, chemotrophic. Their mode of nutrition is this type, and the reproduction by asexual method. Asexual method, vegetative method, or budding method. The Monera, that is the ubiquitous. Ubiquitous means these are found in all over the area, all over present everywhere, So that's why these are known as the ubiquitous. Monera divided into two major groups, that are two major groups. One is Archaebacteria, and another one is the Eubacteria. So Archaebacteria and the Eubacteria. Archaebacteria means ancient or the primitive type of bacteria, and in case of the Eubacteria, Eu means some improved variety or some into true bacteria or a cyanobacteria. That's called as the cyanobacteria. So let's come to the second kingdom, that is the Protista. So in second kingdom, it is some of the developed characters. It bears some developed characters than the Monera. So this is the kingdom of the unicellular eukaryotes. In case of the Monera, these are the prokaryotic organism. But in case of the Protista, it considered as the unicellular eukaryotes organism. Unicellular eukaryotes organism. So this kingdom is characterized by, so it have some characters like that. The cell have definite members bound the cell organs, endoplasmic reticulum, Golgi bodies. Here we just see about the eukaryote. It means well defined nucleus are found in case of the eukaryotes, and the prokaryotes there is no well defined nucleus. That's why we just consider about two Monera and Protista. We can easily differentiate between the Monera and the Protista. So both are asexual and sexual method of reproduction, and the present of cilia or the flagella for the locomotion. Here also present of the cilia or the flagella for locomotion, and in case of the Monera, there is the single stranded made of single stranded flagellum, that singular, so that is known as the flagellum, but in case of the plural, it is known as the flagella. So they are their mode of nutrition, it may be autotrophic or heterotrophic. Their mode of nutrition is the autotrophic or heterotrophic. Then photosynthetic protists like the algae and some dinoflagellates, some diatoms, some euglenoids, all those things are the example of the protista. And protozoan protist like Paramecium, Plasmodium, all those things. Let's come to the kingdom Plantae. So kingdom Plantae is the third kingdom. So it's also some unicellular, then it well defined as the multicellular eukaryotes, like that. So in case of the kingdom Plantae, the multicellular eukaryotic photosynthetic organism. Photosynthetic, we just found the multicellular producers. We just consider as the Plantae as the multicellular producer, because they can produce their own preparation of food, that is the higher member of the plants. And the main character of this kingdom is the with the definite cellulosic cell wall. In case of the plants, here the cell wall is the present, and these are basically non-motile, because here is the no flagella, and these are some higher members, so that's why the absence of the flagella, and these are the non-motile. So except some aquatic forms, reproduction is primarily sexual in their reproduction is sexual, and the presence of definite chloroplast, because we know that the plants, in case of the plants, there is a presence of the chloroplast, and the photosynthetic mode of the nutrition. Here is the photosynthetic mode of the nutrition, and it differ. For example, we just consider the higher member of the algae and some brown algae, green algae, bryophytes, pteridophytes, gymnosperm, and angiosperms. All those things are we just consider in the kingdom of the plantae. And we have already seen about this classification, because in the previous video we have already know about the Eckler's classification, who is classified kingdom plantae into two sub kingdom, that is the cryptogams and phanerogams, that is all the thallophytes, bryophytes, pteridophytes, gymnosperm, and angiosperm under the plantae kingdom. So let's come to the fungi kingdom. Fungi. So this is the kingdom of the eukaryotic, generally multicellular organism having the heterotrophic mode of the nutrition, because they have no autotrophic mode of the nutrition, or they cannot prepare their own food. That's why these the fungi are known as the heterotrophic in nature. So main characters of the fungi are absence of the chlorophyll. It's the main character feature of fungi, the absence of the chlorophyll. Then plant body generally filamentous, that is the mycelium of the hyphae. The net like structure or the web like structure is known as the mycelium of the hyphae. Then cell wall is the made up of the chitin or fungus cellulose. Then here the fungus reserve food material is the glycogen and the oil globules, and they reproduce both by sexual and as well as the asexual method. And heterotrophic mode of nutrition, that is the Phycomycetes, Ascomycetes, Basidiomycetes, Deuteromycetes. Deuteromycetes is otherwise known as the sexual imperfecti, because it has no complete it has no complete of the sexual reproduction method. That's why these are known as the Deuteromycetes, is otherwise known as the sexual imperfecti. So fungi are also decomposer and mineralizer of the biosphere. Then comes to the final kingdom, that is the five kingdom, that is the Animalia. So it's the higher member, that is the eukaryotic holozoic organisms. All the multicellular eukaryotic holozoic organisms are included in this category or in this kingdom. So multicellular consumers or the metazoa. The main character of the Animalia are the cell wall is lacking around the cell, because in this Animalia kingdom maximum the higher members, that is the animals, are included in this kingdom. So we know that the animals have the absence of a cell wall, and they are the presence of the cell membrane. So that's why cell wall is lacking. The reproduction are the sexual method, and heterotrophic and holozoic mode of the nutrition, because with the human beings and the maximum and the most of the animals that depend upon their food on the plants, that's why these are known as the heterotrophic. And for example, animals like sponge, mollusk, annelids, and arthropods, echinoderms, reptiles, birds, mammals, all those things all are under Animalia kingdom. So this is the evolution of five kingdom classification, that is the prokaryotes, then Monera, Protista, then it is split into three different, that is the one is fungi, then plantae, then Animalia. So I think the five kingdom classification of R.H. Whitaker, all of you know about very well. So in the next video we just discuss about some diversity in the plants, some important points about that. So thank you.